If a principal of P dollars is borrowed for a period of T years at a per annum interest rate R, expressed as a decimal, the interest I charged is given by the formula I equals PRT. More simply, P is the amount of money we put into an account, T is how long it's in there, R is the rate, and the interest is what we get back when we multiply P, T, and R together. So, suppose Julia is borrowing $500 for 6 months at a simple interest rate of 9% per annum. What is the interest that Julia will be charged on the loan? So first things first, let's figure out what we know. Principal is going to be $500. The rate is 9%, but we can't work with a percent when it comes to math problems, so we have to convert it to a decimal. So 9% is actually going to become 0.09. And T is 6 months. But remember that T is in years. So how many years is 6 months? If you're not sure, just take what the amount of months you're given, and we're going to divide it by 12. And that'll give me half, which makes sense. 6 months is half a year. And the interest? We don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. What is the interest? So let's figure it out. So I equals P 500 R 0.09 T 1/2. And here, it's just easiest to throw it all into a calculator and get an answer. So I is going to be 500 times 0.09 times 1/2, which is going to give you 22.5. So what is the interest that Julie will be charged? She's going to be charged $22.50 interest on this loan. So here's when it's going to be a little bit more involved. A bank loaned out $12,000, part of it at a rate of 8% per year and the rest at a rate of 18% per year. If the interest received totaled $1,000, how much was loaned out at each interest rate? So we have two different accounts, so I'm going to say number 1 and number 2 account. So how much was borrowed for, let's start off with the 8% per year. So we know the rate for the first one is going to be 0.08 because we convert it to a decimal. The amount we are going to be having this in here for is per year, so we're going to say T equals 1. Now how much have we put in? It does not say, but we have to have something. So I'm going to say that I put in X amount. X meaning I don't know. Now let's jump to number 2. The 18% per year. So the rate is going to be 0.18. Again, the time is going to be 1. And the amount I put in is, I don't know. But I do know that if I put in this much into the first account, whatever that is, the second account's going to be 12,000 minus X. So if I put in 1,000 here, it's going to be 12,000 minus 1,000. Since I don't know what it is, I'm just going to call it 12,000 minus X. So if I take the interest from account 1 and the interest in account 2 and add them together, I'm going to get $1,000. So let's use our formula. So P times R times T plus P times R times T is going to equal 1,000. So multiply everything in here. So I'm going to first do X times 0.08, and I'm going to get 0.08X because really multiplying by 1 doesn't do much. And then 0.18 distributed into this parentheses is going to give me 2,160 minus 0.18x. Again, the 1 just doesn't do anything. Equals 1,000. Now I can combine the x's together, and I'm going to get negative 0.1x. And then I can subtract the 2160 over here, and I'm going to get negative 1160. And now I can divide by negative 0.1 on both sides, and I'm going to get x equals 11,600. Now, how much was loaned out at each interest rate? Well, I can see that x equals 11,600, which means for my first interest rate in account 1, x equals 11,600. So $11,600 for the first one. And then for the second account, it is 12,000 minus 11,600, which is going to be just an easy little 400. So how much was loaned out at each interest rate? For the 8% interest rate, it was 11,600. And for the 18% interest rate, it was only $400.